Good evening. Good evening, Father. I know a whole lot of you will be like, how did you travel? How was your vacation? What happened? How did you spend it? Where did you go? Was this, how is your, I know you have a lot of questions. I hope I can answer them. But then I had wonderful vacation. I stayed in my house all through. And I stayed with my mom, and I was eating like never before. All the delicacies I missed, I ate all of. You can see the effects already. So I was eating, and my mom was so happy to have me around. And I had a lot of fresh air with high temperature, 93. And I came back to meet 12. But then one of the things, and one of the best things that ever happened is that, I don't know if you have ever been in an environment when you wake up, everything you need is almost by your corner. For instance, all the fruit, we have mango tree in our house. We have avocado in our house. So all these are organic things. And this is the season of mango and avocado. So each time, and one is, two of them are in my windows. Just looking out from my window, you will see the avocado. And so I have my cousins always in the house, very young teenage cousins. And so whenever they get up like 5:30, 5:30, because they need to get in the dogs. We have about 2 good, wonderful dogs. But unfortunately, in Nigeria, dogs are not pets. Dogs are for security. So we don't use dogs for pets. We use dogs for protection and security. And so the morning mass is about 5:30 and 6 a.m. in the morning. So the boys need to get up like maybe 5 o'clock to take in the dogs. Otherwise, whoever comes out, including me, might live to regret that. So, because why we have dogs for security is a lot of crime around. So the dogs are there to alert you, and so whoever that comes in have to fight with the dogs first. And so when they will fight, if the person is fighting with dogs, that means you may have to readjust yourself before everything happens. And unfortunately, we have Rottweiler. You can imagine that? And then German Shepherd, 2 of them. 2 of them. So, and whenever you have them, whenever you come in, wow, the Rottweiler will like make you understand. So, so what happens is that when they get up in the morning, they have to pick those fruits. And they are by my window. So what will happen is that immediately that we are picking it up, I normally wake up very early because I'm used to that. So what will I do? I have to open my window and tell them, I hope you are picking those fruits for me. And they said, yes, Father. I said, okay. And then when I get up, that's the first thing I do. I take my water and then I will devour the mangoes and the avocado. By the time I finish that, my mom will like, hello, Father, what do you want to eat? I say, Mom, anything, I'm available. And she would prepare all the delicacies. And then I will go out in the morning, meet my friends. Christmas season is a lot of time when a whole lot of everyone is coming home. So every person you know, like all the priests from Nigeria working in New York or anywhere, they all travel. So because Christmas is a time when everyone is coming home. It is like our Thanksgiving combined with Christmas and at the same time Halloween and then anything you can think of. And it's not just a one-day thing, it is like 2 weeks from 23rd till like 10th of January. There will be celebration, housewarming, weddings, traditional, whatever you think about. And it's not by invitation, it is walking. You just get up in the morning, oh, something is going on there. oh, something is going on there when you finish. Something is going on. And when you look at the time and you feel like you're done, it's just with your friends. That's where you're going to sleep. What you need to do is to call your parents. Hey, I'm here. I'm not coming home this night. I say, oh, all right, enjoy. And then the next morning, because we live like a family. Your friend's house is your house. So it doesn't, once this person is good enough to be your friend, his bedroom is yours. So you simply need a guy, shift. This person lies facing the wall, other person lies facing the wall, and all that stuff. So these are the kind of environment I had. These are good things. We have bad other ones. And insecurity, kidnapping has been a very major problem. And so it restricted my movement because it is so bad that you're not targeted. Before, kidnapping is that the people, they have to plan and then follow your step. But this time around, you can be double-crossed anywhere and then taken for ransom. And it is so bad that it has become a luxurious, lucrative and luxurious business. And it was hired, we believe, instigated by corrupt politicians to intimidate people. And now look at this way. When you notice, oh, I hope the kids are enjoying my stories. Oh, really? I forgot we have kids in the church. But the issue remains that whichever one, I'm like trying to see how to manage this story. But whichever one we have insecurities and it limited my movement. Some other time when we don't have kids, I have to share my stories properly. But then something happened more. I have asked myself, something happened. When I was sent here, I was not consulted, a kind of. The bishop called me and said, Father Vitus, I have a place for you, you need to go. I said, in Nigeria, that's it, obedience is the key. And I said, okay. So eventually when I found out where I was going was when I was slated for interview. And I know I was coming to America. That was the only way I knew, no discussion. It's by appointment. And immediately I came in here, one thing happened. I know you forgot it. You had contributions for a water tower for my people, which have been stood so tall right now. But something happened before that. Because I was trying to build something and it collapsed. And I was discussing that with Mike. And when Mike said, we're going to help, I said, no, I don't want that help because it may look like I'm here to take advantage of the whole situation. And I don't want it right now. I don't want stories. I want to be like I am. But Mike told me, we're not doing this because you like it or not, because we wish to do that. And it has never left me. Up to now, the water tower is so very serving. But I pick up the word. We wish to do that. Not that because we are compelled by the situation we have, but we wish to do that. And it has always been informing me because I went home, everything, those who know me a little bit knows that I have a lot of stuff that I do for people to improve the life of the people in Nigeria. But it is so, the situation is, I don't want to be painting it like so bad, because I know Nigeria is so talented. If Nigeria could produce someone like me, that means Nigeria is talented, because I know I'm very talented as a man. So, it doesn't call for applause, but it calls for the kind of quality of people we have in Nigeria, but has not been managed well by the political situations of the country. If that has been harnessed, there are many and more smart, intelligent people like. So, because everyone is on his own, I do a lot of stuff. And I've taken from that because I want to do it. I wish to do it. Most times I go without anything because I wish to do it. And it comes back to us today. Why are we in the church? Why are we responding to the call of God? Is it because it is on Sunday and we are obliged to come here? When you want to do good, that's what God is trying to let us know. From the first reading, he said, if you choose, so the choice is yours. And why are we making the choice? Is it because it's just Lego or lost? I have to come to Sunday, I have to receive communion, I have to be a good... No. Why? Is it because we wish to do it? Until when we come to the point of wishing to do something, not because we have to do it. At that point, we'll be fulfilling the law. Because that's what Jesus was trying to tell his disciples. Come on, you don't need to kill people. But when you wish to secure the life of people, you don't need to take away the anger in you. The point of virtuous life is the point when we wish to do something. And only on that point that we begin to enjoy the glory of being Christians and disciples of God. That's why the second reading had to make us know, like the first reading too, that it's only the wisdom of God that will enlighten us to make these choices. God has given us this good news. Just like when you did the water tower, it was something you wish to do. Just like when I take those virtues and do whatever I want to do, it is something I wish to do. Whenever we come to that point when we wish to obey God and do stuff that is good, we will not be complaining, we will not be compared, and a whole lot of things will be easy for us. Because when we want to love someone, you wish to do so. So whatever comes out of it, it is something you wish to. And a whole lot of complaint, something that you may not have understood, you just take it with joy. Because this is where you want to do. And so, my dear friends, I really know that most of us are going through some problems. I really know that we have a lot of challenges. But we may want to live a virtuous life, a life informed by the wisdom of God, which will make us come to the point of wishing to do something. Not because we are obliged by the rules and regulations to do that, but it is coming from our heart. It becomes our desire. At that point, that is when we come to know the will of God, and it will be easier for us to accept them. So I had wonderful vacation. It was very short, but it may be long for people, but for me it was very short. And your love have always, you see, I'm now torn apart. When I was going, I was missing my people. Immediately I went to Nigeria. After 1 week, I started missing you. But then, because of all the good things and merriment around, being with the prayers and everything, I have to endure till 1 month. And now I'm back, and we're out together. It is my wish to come back. So whatever I am missing right now, I am not bothered by that. And that's what happens when it becomes our wish to obey the word of God. Whatever we are losing and whatever we don't get properly the way we want, we may not be bothered about that.